Okay, so this is the Zoho CRM. I just signed up for a simple account. So let's see. Um, I was playing around with it earlier. I think that um, let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to, okay, add user. So let's try to do the add user part. So it's add user. It's this simple form here. And within the user, um, fee adding the user a new user experience, there's a list of roles that the user can be a part of or can be assigned. So I don't know if this tree view is necessarily intuitive, but here, this is how they're proposing to handle it. So you give them a role of manager, and then they have this administrator profile, fill in the name, blah blah blah. Let's do uh, Count Dracula, and I don't know, just give him a fake email address. Alright, so, you know what? I'm going to give him my email address. It might be taken already, but I'll try it anyway. Okay, yeah, it's taken already. So, let me try mine. I'll just use my Hotmail. Okay, alright. So, Count Dracula, his email, blah blah blah. I signed him a role. He's saved, so he's now. Okay, hold on. This is weird. I'm hitting save. It's new. That was weird. Okay, well, anyway, you get to see here's some users that I have in the system already. So this would be our list. There's an ability to search users, add new user, manage subscriptions, and I thought manage subscriptions would be helpful, but at this point, since it's a free trial, it's just asking me to buy subscriptions, so I don't really know what that experience is like. So let's see. This was Billy Target. That was one of the new users that I created. So here's all his information. This is basically like the profile page that Rob has suggested that we do. So time zones and language and stuff like that. Editing would be this information here. So more information on his profile. Let's see, there's the different types of profiles that there are out there, and so you can, it says this page helps you to manage module level permissions for your users. So I like the fact that it breaks down what each page, the goal of each page is. So kind of how Sean was suggesting we go with links for all the different activities, or well, one of the proposals that we were testing was going with links for the various activities, editing, deleting, naming. So once I hit edit, this gave me just a whole list of check boxes that I could go down to see what they can do, what kind of rights this particular profile has, etc., etc. And then here's your confirmation, your save right there. So then going to roles. This roles page helps you to define sharing of CRM data, blah blah blah. So there's a roles right now. It's for made up company. So let's see. There's two little widgets here. So this under the CEO role, you can create a subordinate of it, and you can edit the role. So let's see, editing the role. You get the role name and the description. And I guess I'm kind of looking at the permissions of this role. So on mouse over, You can have those same things and the ability to delete. Let's see. And so if I create a new role, it reports to one of these. Let's see. That's clear. That's a weird icon. That's why it's kind of tricky to have icons there, so people would be forced to mouse over to find out what these icons mean. Whereas if you label the icon, it would be it's much easier to interpret. But anyway, going to groups. So I created a group here called Sales Leaders and a description of the group. And again, it's just inline, edit, delete. So editing the group would give me this kind of information. And it's kind of weird. It's kind of the same presentation that we have current state with Ualign and managing groups. So it says to select the group source type. So this role is a group. The role CEO is a group, and that could be added to. And I guess everybody who's a manager could be a part of this. Oh, subordinate to it is a to the CEO. I think that's how it's working. Let's see. Okay. So I don't think there's a lot of people assigned to a group. So okay. One thing I found interesting was the data administration part. So it's specifically called out data administration to let you select module. Helps you to migrate data from other CRM systems to your Zoho CRM account. So I guess for accountants, or accounts, you can have that same interaction that we have now with Ualign. Current state, where you can just choose a CSV file. Advanced options. So let's see. All right, personal settings, users and permissions. So let's see. Fields and links permissions. Guess that's stuff I can touch. Zoho mail add-on users. This page helps admin users to follow configuration over Zoho mail add-on users. Mail add-on setting of the users can be locked from changing. Email backup can be taken only for deactivated users who have shared their emails until deactivated time. Okay. List of Zoho mail add-on users. Okay. I guess that's the one-offs. So, okay. I think if I create a new group, we have these different fields here. Trying to find something that handles what we were talking about as far as just long pages and pages of data. And it seems like they have everything kind of separated, which is the direction we're going in. If you want to do a group, it's just managing groups. If you want to have a role, it's just creating a new role and managing that role and which role reports to which role. Like everything is like exclusive. To help you manage module level permissions for your users. This profile will have all the permissions. This profile will not have administrative permissions, which it kind of spells it out right there, which is kind of cool. I think we were talking about doing something like that for the roles. Okay. Organization settings. Territory management. Customization. List of modules. Modules are entities which can be used to solve various business scenarios. You can create new modules and customize them as per your business model. Manage modules. You can select tabs from the list to keep your modules crisp and clean. Okay. Oh, okay. I just noticed this mouse over thing. Edit page leaves, page layout, filler. So it tucks all the options in this sort of drop down. So it's like, okay, if I want to edit this list of these things, so that's the little, that becomes the little button, or that's a possible solution for our question of how do we assign permissions and assign roles and stuff. So that little gear, that's a nice little widget. And it's like, okay, well, I can choose to go to that thing and then further edit in this light box, which I think is interesting. That was a kind of a nice solution. And you could choose your other options here and just kind of tuck everything away, nice and neat into that little drop down. So I want to edit page layout. Okay. Blah blah blah. Alright, if I hit cancel, it just kicks me back to that page. And I would assume that if I hit save, I would get some kind of confirmation and then go back to this page. I just don't want to say it's save. I don't know. I mean, it's not gonna mess anything up. Let me just, I don't know, just change something. Something like that. I don't know why it's not giving me that visual feedback other than the color. That's not good. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and save, and so it's telling me that it's saving, and I saved it, and it didn't kick me back. All right, so now I'm just gonna go back. Let's see, automation. So it's a lot of mouse over interactions here, which is, it's nice when you're on a desktop, but I know that we are trying to consider mobile, so I am a little concerned about these mouse overs, which is why I think that that little the little gear with the drop down that takes you to a light box to fill things out is kind of nice. I think, wait a minute, it took me to a light box here, it took me to a page here, it took me to it takes me to a page here. That's interesting. I think some of the stuff that was in one was in the other. About profiles and changing, so that's interesting. I still like this though. Apps and add-ons, it's something else. Subscription manager. Okay, alright, so this is just how it's showing. This page allows you to activate and deactivate users, the maximum number of activated users. So this is what Rob was talking about as far as having a whole separate subscriptions page. I wonder if this was the inspiration for some of his mock-ups. But yeah, so this is my list, the list of users, and then everything is, looks like everything is editable. So I can change the oh, sorry, maybe not that part. Alright, his role is listed, and it then takes me to details about his role, or my role. takes me to my profile and it gives me details about my profile. So kind of a little bit of the direction we are heading in that we can examine all the information right under the user and edit some things right under the user tab. And let's see. But it doesn't, but since we're dealing with messages, it doesn't deal with like the subscription of one or more things. But I guess I'm assuming that we can see, since I'm a manager and I'm in the subscription manager, look, clicking on a link took me to a tab under roles for me to edit the details. Okay, so that's interesting. So yeah, can definitely take what Rob was saying about a subscription tab into consideration. This is just Twitter. So this is what I noticed. And this is just some more stuff. Create campaign. Alright, so this is still a campaign. So let's see what happens here. So for us to create a campaign owner, that's awesome because we needed to know. We don't really know who owns what around there. I don't know how that information plays to the users and how that's marked out, but just an owner is a big step. The name of the campaign, start date, end date. And so let's see, status. It's interesting that it doesn't have the rolling piece that we're talking about. So just the start date and the end date. Alright, so I guess this is just establishing the campaign. This is the check me out campaign. Start date is then and the end date is then. My expected revenue is $200. Okay, none of this stuff is really required. So I'm saving this campaign. This is a check me out campaign, all the details, notes. New task. So I'm trying to figure out what would be the equivalent of messages under a campaign. So this is a campaign for something, a different type of campaign. It's not a messaging campaign per se. This would probably be like for a non-profit or something. Let's see. Alright, so this is contacts, potentials, leads, attachments, open activities. Nothing really like separate messages under a campaign. From my contacts. I don't know, but I mean, it is a place to hold stuff, which is what the campaigns kind of are in Uline. It's a container, basically. So this is how this particular use of campaigns is in Zoho, where it's how it's holding stuff. And you can have the ability to clone. Yay! More actions. I don't understand why. I guess this was future proofing. I don't know why they put that there like that. A drop down for one item. That's not very usable. Probably not a good practice. So here's a little gear again. We can customize business card, organize campaign details, related list columns, add related lists, and organize campaign details. So select and reorder the related items to be listed in the campaign details page. That's not, I don't know how useful that can be. Maybe I'm not used to doing this level of CRM to know. Okay, this is just sorting. This really should be labeled. Alright, what about this? Alright, this is just campaign information. But I like that reference. I like this widget for and the reference information. Alright. So this is the campaign. This is, this is all that's going on with it. And let's see. Attachments. Let's see. New leads. And I'm guessing the leads would be under this campaign. Okay, let's see. Dashboards. Reports. Again, a lot of the editing is just these one-off, these just lists of links to go and make your edits, which is efficient. Okay. Well, that's all I can see for now. So, yeah. This is the Zoho CRM. Let's see, I'm curious about these tasks, task information. This would be interesting for workflow. I think we have something like that in UPerform right now, and it seems to be that folks are asking for some kind of workflow situation in Ualign, even if a simple one. So this would be like for a workflow. Okay, that's probably vendor quote. Wow, that's quick. Huh. That's just to know what date it is, I guess. I guess that might be helpful. I like the search drop down. Yeah, I like that. I like that execution a lot. Just for a search later. So you already know. Users? Maybe not. I like the execution anyway. Okay, that's it.